So hey y'all, I'm back with another video. So tonight's video is yet again another Chioma Chats video podcast edition. So by the title, we're going to be talking about how sleepy and tired I am from the thottery that is modern rap music. Young further entrenching the notion that Black creatives can only thrive in the industry by selling hyper-sexualized and self-exploitative content. In an era where creative boundaries can be pushed in so many meaningful ways, why do some of the most established Black artists continue to recycle the same tired tropes? Young Miami's involvement in this track is particularly baffling to me, considering the backlash she faced from her highly publicized and problematic entanglement with Sean P. Diddy Combs. After being at the center of a scandal and controversy, including allegations that paint an unsettling picture of power dynamics in the industry, one would think that she'd attempt a creative rebrand, something reflective of growth and artistic evolution. And the broader concern is how this type of content impacts the perception of Black artists and creative spaces. It reinforces a cycle where mainstream Black music is boxed into a singular, lowbrow narrative that hinders the ability to be taken seriously in more expansive artistic and intellectual realms. I know I sound like I'm just going off and I'm mad, but I'm just saying. So while artists like Kendrick Lamar or even Janelle Monáe and others prove that Black musicians can excel in a range of genres and messages, the industry continues to reward those who peddle hyper-sexualization, controversy, and scandal, keeping the broader culture pigeonholed. Then, it's a reminder that despite having the resources and platforms to innovate, some artists remain content with the lowest hanging fruit. And unfortunately, that fruit is often rotten. So I wanted to briefly touch on this because y'all, I was so bored with this release and I see why the popularity of rap music, or some rappers in particular, is going down. So I've broken this video down into two main talking points. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. So let me reference the word mid in regards to how some people feel about other artists, and here y'all go unsubscribing. Anyway, the song is just a low effort tune with a catchy hook, and the visuals reflect a 90s, early 2000s nostalgia of two lovebirds exercising hood love. The graffiti style background, the 90s hairstyles, and it's all so simple. Now, I find positives in just about anything, well, I try to, and to be honest, I thought the fashion styling and the Y2K vibe was fun and vibrant. But the song itself, I'm not gonna lie, both individuals can honestly do better. I don't care for the baby's antics as an individual, but to me, he is a good rapper. Like, even his raunchy, violent, stereotypical bars are clever and witty at times. He has a fast cadence, but his voice is clear and it's legible. And I think he thrives at freestyles where he's sampling other artists and does his own rendition of the song. His beatbox freestyle was good, and even his double XL freshman freestyle was the best in his class. So he has the capability to do better, but most recently, the baby's biggest hits have been so lackluster, yet people have been eating them up. His song Shake Some, which is like his own Jersey club beat with simple lyrics and repetitive instruments, was like his most recent big song. And even that song gave nothing, but I guess it didn't have to because it was literally meant for the club, hence the Jersey club beats, which have taken over a lot of the rap music sound over the last few years. The Jersey club beat is a classic, and I will always shout out to PBJ, which is Philly, Baltimore, and Jersey, who has such classic hits in that sound. But this new song, I'm a Hoe Too, just from the title alone, we already know what you're selling us, telling us, and yelling to us. The lyrics highlight exactly why the song, despite being catchy and fun, feels tired and redundant. The hook itself is repetitive, emphasizing a carefree, unapologetic embrace of promiscuity, with lines like, I don't give a F about none of that ish, and I'm a hoe too, and I love my little ish. While this message might be positioned as sex positive or liberating, it ultimately falls into an overused formula that both Young Miami and DaBaby have leaned on in past projects. It doesn't challenge perspectives, elevate the discourse, or even take a fresh take on hoe culture. Instead, it plays into the same cyclical narrative where artists continue pushing shock value over substance, as if there's no other creative direction worth exploring. What makes this even more redundant is that both Young Miami and DaBaby have already built their brands on controversy and provocative content. Coming off of scandals and industry backlash, one might expect an evolution in their artistry, but this track proves that they're still stuck in the same lane, recycling the same themes for just like quick engagement. Yes, the song is fun and undeniably catchy, but in an industry where mainstream Black artists already struggle to be taken seriously beyond hypersexual and street narratives, this type of music reinforces limitations rather than breaking barriers. The real question is, when will we see these artists push for something new, rather than settling for what's already been done to exhaustion? Like, I have to ask, can y'all do anything else? What they could do is actually put out a good love song that, yes, touches on the lines of sex or even intimacy. But I would love to see artists do less hoe stuff and more love. You can still allude allude to them being good in bed or them being irresistible despite their actions or flaws, but the overt nature is corny now. Like Dossier for sponsoring today's video. Y'all, my man is always working, and I love that. But during this Valentine's Day season, and with February being the month of love, I had to get his attention back on me. They say scent is the strongest tie to memory, and tonight, I want to be unforgettable. So I did my hair and makeup, put on a simple body-tight dress that he loves, and sprayed on Dossier's new love match set called Mutual Chemistry. And it features Oud and Rose on Fire and Orchid and Sandalwood at Dusk. These are genderless scents with memorable aromas. And I thought to myself, one whiff of either of these and he's gonna come right up out that chair. So let's test it. I see him sitting in his usual spot, looking back and forth between two monitors, and I'm just like, baby, you are working too hard. So I lean in and I let him smell me, and he was instantly hypnotized by the heavenly haze of my sweet fragrance. So he gets up and I walk him straight to the staircase, and he carries me all the way up the steps. So my plan worked, and it turns out chemistry isn't just a science. It's Dossier. Dossier's Mutual Chemistry. Ignite the attraction. Click the link below to explore Dossier's love match sets, and happy Valentine's Day and Love Month to all. And thank you to Dossier for sponsoring today's video. Now, my second and final point is misaligned expectations. So I've definitely had to think about whether or not I'm even wasting my time even asking for more from some of these artists, because I think as much as their priorities are to make misguided money, meaning misguiding the youth and the general public for the gain of money, I also believe that my expectations are misaligned. Back in the day when I was a kid, so like the mid 2000s, yes, we had so many very raunchy songs, but I still feel like there was more of a variety of artists who pushed different types of music. When you look at the discography of Lil Wayne, he has straight gangster songs where he's stunting like his daddy, but he also has love ballads like Mrs. Officer and How to Love, songs that provoke the mind in different ways, right? I feel like artists of the early and mid 2000s were able to make hits off of love songs or songs that showed romance in their melodies. For example, Sunshine by Lil Flip and Leah. That song was my mother loving jam. That song came out in 2004, so I was like 6 or 7, but I always go back to that song because yes, you have this male rapper, which is Lil Flip. He got the thug or gangsta look, but he made a love song hit that we can still listen to in 2025. It's timeless. And I know it's a big, tall task, but imagine if DaBaby and Young Miami took that route instead. I can see Sunshine being flipped where DaBaby is Lil Flip, no pun intended, and Young Miami, maybe she doesn't sing like Leah, but has a feature somewhat in that way. But no. Because no, these mother lovers keep on with the same disappointment, and I feel like I always have to shake my head in disgust. And then if they wanted to play along in the hood or thug vibe, I'm okay with that, right? Okay, so think of like Field Mob and Sierra and the song called So What, another one of my jams that used to be on my CD player in 3rd grade. But I feel like that vibe of a song gets the same point across. And they say, he do a little this, he do a little that, he's always in trouble. And I heard he number the pimp, he does a lot of chicks, he's always in the club. And they say, he think he's slick, he got a lot of chips, he's so messed up. I heard he's been locked up, find somebody else, he number the thugs, so what? Hey, so what? Y'all, I'm out of breath doing that. But like, it's still edgy, right? But it's a cutesy edgy, like a cutesy hood. Like, it's a little hood popping instead of hood thotting. So I think there are ways for artists to mesh their polarizing image and lyrics while touching on the topics of love, sex, and romance. But the way it's done these days makes me feel like a hating ass Baptist church auntie. But even so, it's frustrating to see how easily Black consumers praise mediocrity. A quick glance at the Instagram and YouTube comments on the music video reveals excitement over aesthetics rather than the substance. Comments like, this actually eats, they actually look cute together. The song, the backdrops, the hair, definitely giving 90s, 2000s nostalgia. Or, okay, DaBaby and Miami snapped. They look cute AF together, I'm here for it, period. Show that the bar for entertainment remains disappointingly low. While there's nothing wrong with enjoying a fun, surface level track, the problem arises when these artists continue to coast on the same formula without any expectation for evolution. Until that happens, Black music will remain trapped in a cycle where creativity takes a backseat to controversy and clicks, leaving true artistic progression as an afterthought. So that is it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please let me know your commentary on my commentary down below. What do you think? What do you know? Let me know. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, Dossier. Did you guys like this little insert with my Dossier? Did you guys like the acting? Me and my boyfriend had such a great time making this, but make sure you guys check them out. The link is pinned down below and in the description box. And last but not least, as always, don't forget to follow me on all of my social media networks, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, y'all.
tell mademoiselle l'amour est du caramel. You got my mind spinning like a carousel. Can you tell? Oh, you so professional, smooth like a criminal. Passenger princess, always treat me like Cinderella. Yeah, call me Bella, say I look stellar. Tu me fais bêta, ils sont jealous. Des mon père from my left hand. J'ai regardé, je ne vois pas no other man. Oh no.